Cannon Fodder is a series of war and later science fiction themed action games developed by Sensible Software, which was initially released for the Commodore Amiga. Designed by John Hare, co-founder of Sensible Software, and released in 1993. You are in charge of a squad of between 1 and 8 men that can be, for command purposes, split up to 3 groups, referred to as Snake, Eagle and Panther squads. All men have a machine gun with unlimited ammunition, as well as limited caches of grenades and rockets that can be found on the map. In later levels, you are provided with some grenades and rockets at the start of the mission. Fortunately, your machine guns do not harm your own soldiers, but friendly fire from grenades and rockets is possible, which are also the only weapons capable of destroying buildings and vehicles. Men can also die if hit by debris, flung from exploding buildings and vehicles, get caught in man traps, mired in quicksand, and hit by enemy fire. I always remember the blood-curdling yelps from an enemy soldier that was shot but not quite killed, but was letting everyone around him know he was definitely shot. Although generally you spend the game walking around stalking the enemies, there are several vehicles available in some missions, some harder to control than others. The game is split into several missions, which are usually subdivided into phases. Dead soldiers are replaced by new ones at the start of each phase, and each soldier that survives a mission is promoted and receives a small increase in the rate of fire, accuracy and range. You can only save the game upon completion of a whole mission, so sometimes it was a little stressful dying near the end of completion for this reason. Each phase is structured around mission objectives, which range from kill all enemies or destroy enemy buildings to rescue all hostages. Some phases are complex and require you to use your imagination, pre-planning and strategy. For example, you may have to split your team into 2 or more groups and leave one group to defend an area or route, assigning its control to the game's artificial intelligence while taking control of another group. The pre-mission screen shows a hill with a grave for each dead soldier, with recruits lining up in front of it and a sports-like score at the top of the screen. Soldiers each have unique names, while on the grand scale of things being nothing more than interchangeable cannon fodder. The game has hundreds of individually named recruits, of which the first few, Jules, Jops, Stu and RJ, were named directly after the development staff. As each recruit is killed in battle, he receives a tombstone on the hill, and the next recruit in line takes his place. The theme tune for the game, War, was written by the lead game designer John Hare, with musician Richard Joseph. Vocals were sung by Hare himself, with a music video of the song put together to promote the original release. Shot over just one day and for a total budget of £500, it featured the entire team dressed up in military uniforms, an assortment of masks including one of Mario and Donald Duck, and toy guns. The version of the music track is more complete than the one that appeared on the 16-bit versions and was recorded professionally. In fact, the menu screen track is also a trimmed down version of a proper song, featuring studio standard vocals. Both of these tracks were written and performed by John Hare, as were many of the other songs featured in Sensible's games. The Royal British Legion, who have always been known for their poppy logo, complained that this game was sick and degenerate before its release, making several tabloid headlines trying to ban the game before anyone had even played it. The poppy was reluctantly removed from the cover before release, but it still appears in the game itself. All in all, Cannon Fodder rates highly on sheer entertainment value. A game you'll want to come back to time and time again. From the first moment you load Cannon Fodder, you know that you're in for a treat, and the intro music and slideshow was of the best I'd ever seen in a game at that time. Normally I skip through intros, but Sensi's version of War has never been so much fun. was a brilliant toe-tapping tune and is extremely memorable for anyone who's ever heard it. I know you'll definitely have played this game, but if you could hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts and memories of this game, however, in the comments section. I hold this game pretty dear to my heart, so it'd be great to see some interaction. Also, if you enjoy these Commodore videos, then please hit subscribe and follow me on this nostalgic journey to revisit classics just like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye for now.